So my wife said the engine light came on in her 2004 Subaru Outback. Let's check it out, see what it is. Yep, check engine light is illuminated. Okay, I got my scan tool hooked up here. Read codes, stored codes, P0137, O2 sensor circuit low, voltage, bank 1, sensor 2, that's the rear. Okay, turn that off so I don't get it too hot. That's the same one that I replaced the O2 sensor, the rear O2 sensor on my 2003 Outback last year. So this 2004 Outback looks like it has the same issue, and I guess they only last a certain amount of time. You got to replace them. So let's get to it. Alright, got the car up on jack stands so I can get underneath it, that O2 sensor. Looks like I got the tires on there pretty straight. Yeah, it's not going anywhere. Now, that rear O2 sensor connector, I can get from right underneath the filter box. Let's see. There it is right here. Let me see if I can get that loose. Yo! Get both hands in there. I guess I could take out the filter box if there's not enough room. There, got it. Alright. So, that's the 4-prong. It had a wire tie on the back of the the front of the transmission, back of the engine here. I just dropped it off of that and pushed the cable down on top of the catalytic converter right now, and that is cold. Okay, guess the rest can be done from underneath. Get out my O2 wrench set. Okay, here we are under the car, and trying to find that rear oxygen sensor. That's the catalytic converter. So not sure if you got a good shot of that, but there's the rear oxygen sensor. And get a wrench on it, try to break it free. Alright, from underneath I could get the O2 sensor wrench on it, socket on it, but I couldn't, didn't have any torque to reach up into the engine compartment to pull, to break torque on the O2 sensor on the muffler. So I took the air box out of here and give me a little more space to go from above, and hopefully I can get down in here and give a twist when I get that socket back on the O2 sensor. You can see it down there. It's facing straight up, so it'll probably be easier from up above here. We'll give it a try. So here's what we're going to attempt. We got 1/2 inch breaker bar, half inch extension, about 24 inches of 1/2 inch extension, 1/2 inch swivel elbow down to 3/8 or 3/8 adapter, and the O2 sensor socket is 3/8. So let's give this a twist and see what she does. It's in there. Well, it's been in there for 132,000 miles. Try tightening a little bit, loosening. It may be a really bad angle too. I'm coming up almost about 45 degrees, or maybe even 50, a little bit more. I get a little shorter extension on there. I can't get a good grip on the end of this one. Drop off 1 foot, put on about 6 inches. Wonder if I heat that up, that'll make a difference. I don't care about the plug. She's coming out and being thrown away. Better shot. Oh well. So the socket is still on the O2 sensor. Sensor. Another thing I can do is put this 1-inch box wrench on the top of the O2 sensor. Maybe that'll give me a little more leverage. Oh yeah, I must have loosened it. Oh good. So I couldn't tell from with the evidently it did loosen. So this 1-inch box wrench, open end wrench, combination wrench. Take that out. Let's try to take it out by hand. It is coming out. And it's cold. I never heated it up. There we go. Interesting. It looks white. Yeah, I don't know what they look like when they're bad. Alright, smack that out of there. It's stuck in the socket right now. Alright, so here's the old one. And the cable is about 14 inches long or so. 4-prong. Does it's got a heater on it. Let me get the new one. Make sure it's the same size. Slightly different in size. Hope that doesn't matter. Same plug. 4-prong. Alright, let's screw it in, see if what it does. And if you can see the size difference there. I should have left the car on the ground, now that I know. Because right now the car is up on the jack stands, or not jack stands, the ramps. And I'm having to use a little stool to get up and over the fender. Okay, that's screwed in good. And get the O2 sensor socket on it, tighten it up, snug it down. So we're using the O2 socket with the slot up the side instead of using the 3/8 inch ratchet. I hooked a 1-inch wrench right to the top of it like that. Get pretty good leverage with that way. Okay, dropped right on. Eighth of a turn, quarter of a turn, and another eighth. And it's torqued down to my specs. Okay, so I'll just route the wire up to the wire tie. It's on the side of the transmission. Let's see if I can show you that closer. Here's the wire harness for the O2 sensor. I put it on the wire tie already, right here. That's on the side of the transmission. And hooking up the wire connector to the harness. Let me get another hand on that. Come on, snap in. There we go. Okay. Perfect. Well, it's all back in place. I'll put the air box back on. And let's clear some codes and try it out. The ramps. Alright, let's see here. Erase previously stored data, yes. Reading PID, please wait. Okay. Read codes. Stored codes. Okay, no codes are stored in the module. Cleared themselves. Pending codes. No pending codes are stored in the module. Okay. I wonder if we do erase codes anyway. Erase trouble codes, are you sure? Yeah. Erasing codes, okay. Erase failure, turn key on with engine off. Okay. Key on, engine off. Well, no codes are stored. It must have cleared itself when I put the new O2 sensor in. Let's start it up, see if the engine light's out. Check engine is still on. I have to wonder if that has to go through a couple cycles before that goes off. No code stored. No pending code stored. Erase trouble codes, are you sure? Yeah. Racing codes, please erase. Erase failure. Turn key on with engine off. Okay. On with engine off. Alright, so it had to go through one cycle at least. The engine light did go off. Cool. Good for another 132,000 miles. See you later.